The Democrat Party is in full meltdown. I've never seen a political party dig such a deep hole for themselves, but instead of acknowledging that they are the problem, the Democrats just keep on digging. And the drama is getting way old. Americans tune out the Democrat soap opera. That's the focus of my short preamble. The Democrats lost everything in the last election with their lawless, anti-American and socialistic policies. They have taken to calling voters stupid. They couldn't stand with a kid fighting brain cancer, stand with a girl who was permanently injured by the Democrats' transvestite policies. They have supported reparations to punish those who were never slave owners, to reward those who were never slaves. They opened up our borders to over 15 million illegal aliens from 168 countries, and that's just in the last 4 years, and the list goes on. Americans have rejected the Democrats' America Last nonsense, and what's the Democrat response? This.
Somebody slap me and wake me the because I'm ready to get on with it.
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Off.
And it takes an extraordinary amount of self-delusion to think that Elon Musk or Donald Trump give a about our public schools or about our teachers.
It's total bull.
Elon Musk and his hackers don't know about what it means to run a housing program.
Folks, it's not just your liberty-loving Latino here noticing. Even leftist cheerleaders at CNN are gently pushing back on the uneducated crassness and inauthenticity of Democrats.
I do want to sort of related, but on a different topic. You responded to Elon Musk's email to federal workers a few weeks ago here, asking them to account for what they've done in the past week. And I want to say to people, there's a bad language curse word expletive alert here ahead of this. You said, this is the ultimate boss move from Musk, except he isn't even the boss. He's just a. And then you followed that up with, I'm on the side of the workers, not the billionaire bosses.
That's what leftists call you when you want to know exactly what government workers are doing. Are government workers beyond reproach somehow? Do their bosses, we the people, not have the right to know what they're doing to earn their taxpayer-funded paychecks? Of course we have the right to know. But if you ask the Democrats, well, they simply curse you out. Speaking of government overspending, as you know, the Democrats never met a tax increase they didn't like, and their MO has been to tax the living daylights out of our people to fund every crazy, nutty, illegal, and anti-American policy they've ever thought of. Even though the tax rate is what we, the people, concede to give our government, they still overspend by trillions. Elon Musk and Doge are a big threat to that scam, thus all the Democrat cursing and such. In fact, the Democrats were so angry at government efficiency that Senator Chuck Schumer of the socialist New York pledged to lead the charge to stop Musk and President Trump by shutting the government down.
Mr. President,
The Democratic leader.
funding the government should be a bipartisan effort, but Republicans chose a partisan path, drafting their continuing resolution without any input from congressional Democrats. Because of that, Republicans do not have the votes in the Senate to invoke cloture on the House CR. Our caucus is unified on a clean April 11th CR that will keep the government open and give Congress time to negotiate bipartisan legislation that can pass.
Unified, you say? That was last Wednesday. Schumer saying he and his Democrats were going to reject a GOP fake budget, a continuing resolution that gave the Democrats everything they wanted. Massive overspending, crippling inflation, and of course, funding all of the corrupt operations in government. Why did Schumer threaten to shut the government down? Well, I think it's to stop Trump and the GOP from getting to reconciliation for their next fiscal year, a bill we're told will finally start bending the overspending curve downward, and the Democrats would have none of it. Well, that is, for roughly 24 hours, they would have none of it. Like Mexico and Canada facing a Trump tariff, Schumer and several other Democrat senators caved, and the Democrats voted with Republicans. So what changed? What was responsible for this latest plot twist in the Democrat soap opera? A listener to the Chris Salcedo Radio Show had this theory.
Schumer agreed with Johnson to do this bill. The Democrats are getting everything they want. What Schumer is doing is he is putting on theatrics the low IQ Democrats to make it look like he fought against it.
Okay, so was it all an act? An effort to con Democrat voters who have no clue what their government is doing most of the time into thinking that Democrats are actually fighting Trump? It's as plausible an explanation as any, I suppose. Could the Democrats' hatred of Trump have overridden whatever political acumen they have left? Or is there a fight inside the ranks of the Democrat Party that the biased press is working to keep from all of you? Or maybe it's a little of both. Chuck Schumer is feeling the pressure, no doubt. He's canceled a book tour because he fears the leftist monsters he created, you know, the ones who have turned violent and are torching Tesla dealerships. Chuck doesn't want to suffer their wrath, so he's showing up on left-wing TV. He's yelling a lot. Oh, and he's bashing hardworking Americans.
And you know what their attitude is? I made my money all by myself. How dare your government take my money from me? I don't want to pay taxes. Or, I built my company with my bare hands. How dare your government tell me how I should treat my customers, the land and water that I own, or my employees? They hate government. Government's a barrier to people, a barrier to stop them from doing things. They want to destroy it. We are not letting them do it, and we're united.
Yep, Chuck Schumer hates Americans, but he loves big totalitarian government. Government is his whole reason for being, folks. He wants power to be able to tell you what to do, often against your own best interests. But Chucky's grip on power is at risk. The socialist congresswoman from New York, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, is blasting Chuck Schumer for reversing course on shutting down the government. She wanted a government shutdown, and she and her socialists are ready to fight for it, just like AOC is rumored to be ready to fight and challenge Chuck Schumer for his Senate seat. Grab your popcorn, folks. Or don't. Government isn't supposed to be Hollywood for the ugly. It's supposed to be a small and constitutional entity that is given direction by our people, not selfish and agenda-driven apparatchiks. As of right now, and at least until September, our government is too big, overspends too much of our money, and has grown beyond the consent of the governed. It's time we ditched the Democrat soap opera and we got our legitimate government back. You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.